Okay, so set the scene. The date is Sunday, February 1st, 2026.
Right.
We are inside the crypto.com arena. It's massive. It's dark.
And it's packed.
Packed with, everyone. Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Bad Bunny, the absolute titans of the industry. And then the lights dim, and the whole place just goes dead silent.
You could hear a pin drop.
Then boom, one single spotlight hits center stage.
Yeah.
And there's nothing.
No backup dancers, no pyro, no giant screens.
Just a man, a purple Yamaha guitar, a lute pedal.
And a pair of lavender satin boxer shorts.
That's it. No shirt, no pants. Just the boxers and, black socks.
And a whole lot of ink.
After 4 years away, Justin Bieber didn't just return to the Grammys. He stripped it all down.
And the immediate reaction was just, what are we watching?
Was this a breakdown?
Yeah.
A marketing stunt?
Yeah.
Or, the most vulnerable thing we've ever seen from him?
It was the moment Hollywood just kind of stopped breathing. Welcome to StarScope Report.
Join us as we uncover Hollywood drama, music industry shakeups, and viral influencer scandals.
From red carpet surprises to social media controversies, we dive deep into the stories behind the fame.
And today, we are unpacking Justin Bieber's chaotic, brilliant, and super controversial return to the spotlight.
Yeah, and we are not just talking about the boxers, we're connecting the dots.
We're talking a terrifyingly short rehearsal that panicked producers.
A billion-dollar business move hidden on his waistband.
And the much darker allegations of cult-like control that are, frankly, shaking his entire inner circle.
Let's get into it.
So the headline everywhere on Monday morning was basically, Bieber returned naked to Grammys.
And, you look at the footage, it's not wrong.
Not at all. He performed his track, Yukon, in his underwear.
Yeah.
But if you look past the initial shock...
The performance itself was actually fascinating.
It was technically brilliant.
Yeah, for any musicians listening, what he did was so high risk. He was building the song live with a loop pedal.
Right, the Ed Sheeran method.
Exactly. You lay down a beat, you loop it, you add a guitar riff, you loop that, and then you sing over all of it.
And there is absolutely no safety net.
None. If you mess up that first loop by even a tiny fraction of a second,
the whole song just falls apart.
It just gets worse and worse with every layer. It's total high wire act.
And he's doing all of this while delivering these signature, perfect R&B vocal runs.
It's just so intimate. You have this global superstar who we're used to seeing in the most expensive clothes.
Just standing there, exposed. The internet, of course, just lost its mind.
Oh, immediately. You had the humiliation ritual theories on one side.
And then on the other, people were just like, face card never declines, and saying he looked healthier than he has in years.
And that health part is, I think, the most important context here.
Right. We have to remember he canceled the Justice Tour.
Because of Ramsay Hunt syndrome back in 2022, that caused partial facial paralysis. For a singer, that is.
Terrifying. It's an existential threat.
So this performance wasn't just about the song, it was proof of life. It was him showing everyone, I'm back, I'm okay.
But here's where it gets interesting. That calm we saw on stage, behind the scenes, it was apparently the complete opposite.
Total chaos.
We've got these reports from Ben Winston, the executive producer for the Grammys. He went on the Rolling Stone Music Now podcast.
And he basically spilled everything.
He said this whole stripped-back vibe was, let's just say it was very last minute.
Last minute is being generous. According to Winston, Bieber had a 90-minute rehearsal slot. Standard stuff.
90 minutes to get lighting, sound, cameras, everything perfect.
And Justin shows up, plays the song one time, looks at the producer and says, "You happy with it?"
And then just leaves.
Total time there, 15 minutes.
One time.
One. Winston said he was terrified. He actually had to get him to run it a second time, just so the camera guys knew where to point.
Wow.
Justin did it, said, "Okay, fantastic, see you Sunday," and just walked out.
That is a level of confidence that is either genius or just pure arrogance.
I think it's a flex. It's a power move.
He is saying, I don't need the spectacle. I don't need the practice. Just give me a mic.
Winston even quoted him. He just said, "I'm just going to get on stage and sing." It's almost punk rock, you know?
It really is. It establishes him as a veteran. He's been doing this since he was a kid.
But there's another layer to this whole unplanned look.
The business move.
Exactly. As spontaneous as it all looked, those boxers were not just some random pair of Hanes.
Oh, definitely not. This is where the marketing genius kicks in.
Those were the debut of a specific item from SKYLRK.
SKYLRK. That's Bieber's new independent fashion label, right? The one he started after Drew House.
That's the one. And if you looked closely at the boxers, And let's be real, everyone was zooming in.
We all were.
There were these little crystal patches on them with the brand's logo.
So think about this. A 30-second ad during the Grammys costs millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Bieber walks on stage, performs for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And the camera's basically just a 4-minute ad for his own product.
He didn't pay for the ad time. He got paid to perform while running his own commercial.
So the naked performance was a commercial.
The smartest commercial ever. Reports confirmed those lavender boxers sold out almost immediately.
That is wild. You think you're watching art, but you're actually watching a customer acquisition strategy.
It can be both. And speaking of visuals, we got a full view of his tattoos.
Including that huge new back piece, which everyone is saying is Hailey's face.
Which brings us to her, the other half of this. Because while Justin was stripping down on stage, their vibe on the red carpet earlier was the total opposite.
Completely different. It was dark. It was expensive. It was serious.
Totally intentional contrast. On the carpet, they were a united front. Justin was in this huge, oversized black Balenciaga suit.
Drowning in fabric.
Yeah.
And Hailey was in that gorgeous, sheer black Alaïa dress.
They looked like Gothic royalty, just unbothered.
But there was a detail on their outfits that got a lot of people talking.
The pins.
They were both wearing these little white pins that said ICEET in black text.
Right, and this was a pretty significant political statement for them. The pins are a protest symbol against the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, ICE.
And we should just clarify, we're just reporting the context here. There have been nationwide protests around immigration policies.
So by wearing these pins, the Biebers were publicly aligning themselves with that movement.
It's a pivot for him, for sure.
Yeah.
He usually stays in a pretty safe lane politically.
It adds a layer of seriousness. They're not just pop stars anymore.
So despite all the buzz, the pins, the performance, the night didn't end with a trophy for him.
It did not. He was up for 4 awards, including Album of the Year for Swag.
But he lost to Bad Bunny.
Who made history with the Spanish language win, which is huge.
And honestly fair. But Justin didn't seem upset. There's that great shot of Hailey filming him, just beaming.
Yeah, she posted, "That's my baby." They seem really solid.
And this is the big pivot. While the surface looks so perfect, if you dig into the weeks before the Grammys, things get complicated.
And a little darker. And that's not even the wildest part we'll get into.
Yeah, this is the part of the deep dive that really got me. We have the business success, the happy marriage.
But we also have these stories about a shrinking inner circle and some really serious allegations.
This takes us away from the Grammys to the Sabin Theater in Beverly Hills just a few days before the show.
Justin and Hailey were spotted at a service at Churchome.
Which is that mega church led by Pastor Judah Smith. Justin's been close with him for years.
Almost a decade. But recently, things have changed. We've got reports from a TMZ Investigates documentary.
And fame players.
Yeah.
And they're raising some red flags.
Specifically about Ryan Good.
Ryan Good. Justin's former swagger coach, road manager, co-founder of Drew House. He's been there since the beginning.
Since the baby days. He basically taught Justin how to be cool. And now he's reportedly cut all ties.
For him to walk away, that's huge. What's the reason?
The allegations are heavy. Ryan Good apparently believes Churchome has cult-like practices.
Cult-like is a very strong phrase.
It is. He claims Pastor Judah Smith has way too much control over Justin's life, and especially his business decisions.
What are the specific claims? What does that mean?
The reports allege there was pressure on members to donate 10% of their gross income, not net.
For someone like Bieber, that's an astronomical amount of money.
Mm-hmm. And there are claims that Justin's old manager, Scooter Braun, was even confronted about his own religious beliefs.
And you can see the business fallout from this.
Yeah.
You said Justin left Drew House to start SKYLRK.
Yeah.
Was that related?
It seems like it. Sources say Judah Smith was actually put on the board of Drew House.
Wow.
And Ryan Good, the creative director, clashed with him. He felt the pastor was overstepping.
So Justin chose the pastor over his oldest friend and business partner.
That's what it looks like. It paints this picture of a guy who is cutting everyone out of his life who isn't in this one specific circle.
It's that classic us versus them mentality you hear about.
It really is. And it makes you wonder, is this healthy boundary setting for a former child star? Or is it something more controlling?
And it's not just friends. Remember when Hailey's dad, Stephen Baldwin, asked for prayers for them?
Back in 2024, yeah.
He said they were facing spiritual warfare.
Exactly. It shows that the church isn't just a Sunday thing for them. It's the operating system for their whole life.
So we have SKYLRK, the church, the music.
Yeah.
But he's not just sitting at home. The Bieber train is moving.
Yeah. And the next stop is the desert,
He's headlining Coachella in April.
which is massive. But of course, there's a twist in how it happens.
Always a twist.
Usually a booking that big goes through a major talent agency, CAA, WME, one of those.
They package the deal, take their cut.
But reports say Justin negotiated this deal directly with the promoter. He bypassed the agencies completely.
Again, with that theme of control.
It's a pattern. Independent fashion label, direct tour negotiations, minimalist performance. He's cutting out the middlemen.
From a business side, that's brilliant. You keep more of the money.
But from a personal side, who is advising him on these deals if he's pushed so many people away?
And let's talk about the album itself, Swag. It's kind of a throwback title.
It is, but the sound is described as bedroom R&B. It's not the pop of his early days. It's about being a husband and a new father.
The dad era Bieber.
And that context is everything. He's a father now. His priorities are just different.
He doesn't need the industry's approval anymore.
Not when you have a kid. You just stop caring what a producer thinks about your rehearsal time.
It's such a contradiction, though. On stage, he's completely exposed, like he has nothing to hide. He looks happy. He sounds amazing.
But his world behind the scenes seems more walled off than ever.
So what's the takeaway here? Why does this story matter?
I think we're watching an artist who is finally, for better or worse, playing by his own rules.
And those days of him doing what the industry tells him to do are just over.
Completely over. He rehearsed for 15 minutes, he wore his own brand, she sold it out, and he went home. He won the night without winning a single trophy.
It's a high-risk strategy for sure, but the reward seems to be there. And hey, if you love this kind of breakdown, make sure you're subscribed. We have wild stories about the Oscars coming up.
High risk, high reward. It's the story of his career.
Before we sign off, I just want to leave you with one last thought.
Go on.
We've talked about the control, the business, but think about the ICE pins again.
Okay.
If he's willing to make a political statement on the red carpet and stand basically naked on stage,
Yeah.
could we be seeing the beginning of Bieber as like a provocateur?
That's a fascinating angle. If he's truly independent, he can say and do whatever he wants. No agency telling him to play it safe.
And that makes him unpredictable.
And unpredictable is powerful.
Exactly. He's not a kid anymore. He's a mogul with a microphone, and it seems absolutely nothing left to lose.
And that is why we will be watching Coachella very, very closely.
You've been listening to StarScope Report, where Jordan and Jamie uncover the stories shaping Hollywood music and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.